What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Kpop Kimchi Podcast, your number one podcast for girl groups with the number one fanboys. I'm your host, Justin Turnow, with my co-host, Brian Limper. On Friday,
so
regularly scheduled programming.
It's an exciting time.
My favorite thing.
Speaking of, since you didn't come back last week, I didn't get to ask you, how was your show?
You know, it was really great.
There you go.
It was really great. Artemis was a great time. It was real fun. It was really cool to see the solos. That was like the best part because I never thought I'd get to see those. Heejin said, a fun fact, that it was her first time performing Vivid outside of Korea. So I was like, that's pretty cool. And then seeing Love Cherry Motion was just like the greatest thing ever.
Did they do those like in the middle of the set or was it like the beginning?
Oh, to open. Literally opened with, well, they just like went in order of the numbers. So it was like Heejin, Hustle. I don't even remember. I think it was Kimlip, Jimsol, but then Chori went last. And it was great too because, like the video, which I don't know why they wouldn't do it since everyone was available, Kimlip and Jinsol came out and danced to Love Cherry Motion like they do in the video, and I was like,
That's actually pretty dope.
It was freaking sick. Oh man, everyone freaked out, and like it was weird because I'm like, I don't know why they wouldn't do it because they're there and they're in the video for like one chorus, but then they like came from either side of the stage. I was like, oh my gosh, it was so cool. I gotta say, one big takeaway. Blockberry Creative, whatever went wrong back in the day with them, you guys really messed up because people sure do love that Luna stuff a lot. They love them at like all the Luna songs. And I gotta say, shout out to Dance on My Own. Love that song. Really, really good. We saw them, I think we actually saw them play it when they were Luna back in the day. Like, that's a really good song. And then, underrated song of the day that went so freaking hard and like blew the roof off the building was freaking Paint the Town. My gosh, like that thing. I don't know. It was like so hype and so loud.
So they played a lot of their own Luna
songs.
It was.
They played mostly Luna songs. Like it was mostly Luna songs. But yeah, Paint the Town freaking like went so hard. They laid on the ground exhausted and like stayed there after they performed it. They'd like help people up because it was quite the adventure. But no, it was cool. Copernicus Center, love that place.
What was their encore songs?
Well, it was pretty electric. Because they had a really nice setup of their stage, but on the screen they had the little like, you know, the gambling thing where you like pull and you try to get like the 3 7s. I don't know what, like,
yeah,
you put the
slot
machine. They had like a slot machine and it was like, what's the encore? And they'd have songs go on the slot machine, like the little things. And we got Why Not. So it was pretty good. But I was a little disappointed just because So What was one of the options, and that's
they played Favorite.
Yeah, it was super sick.
That's like my favorite Luna song.
Oh, it was excellent. It was excellent.
And they played Star.
But yeah, that Why Not, I think was our encore. Of course, the one Brad wanted to, he got So What, and I was like, gosh dang it, that's like my favorite Luna song. But it was sick. Their stage setup was really cool because like it wasn't just a screen. They kind of had like the screen, like a walkway, and then like the rest of the screen, so it kind of like made another dimension to how the stage was set up. They'd like walk out there and walk downstairs. But it was sick. Like, honestly, if there was...
Oh, wow. I'm looking at, like, the set list for the thing.
Yeah.
And literally the only songs that weren't, like, the Luna stuff was, like, 3 of the songs.
No, yeah. It was, like, all Luna songs. It was...
And they played Virtual Angel, which is actually a pretty good song.
Like...
The video's just crazy.
Like, people love that. Like, they... I don't know. I mean, it was a while ago now, but...
and they did Girlfriend?
Yeah, oh, yeah. Sick.
Damn, that's sick.
It was super sick. Yeah, because Hustle, Heejin went, and then they performed, like, a 1/3 song. And then the other girls went. They did Girlfront. And just Love Cherry Motion was freaking electric. But it was really cool. It was fun. And, like, their VRs were cool because I think for this they, like, took videos and pictures and stuff of, like, you know how Hustle had her video about, like, the airplane and shit?
Yeah.
They, like, went back to those places and they, like, redid, like, photo shoots and stuff. Like, Heejin with the frames.
Oh, like where they did the
Odd Eye Circle went to, like, wherever they were in
Los
Seoul. Wherever they were for whatever, like... And they show it was like that was like a behind the scenes of that, and that was kind of when I was like, man, like we watched so many hours of you guys. Like
we watched a lot.
I have these albums of you and the cards, and I was like, yeah, it was cool for that, and like, I mean, it was cool. It was definitely like a worth. Like I would go see that again if they were ever close, but it was cool. It was cool. Shout out Love Cherry Motion, top 10 K-pop song all time.
If I didn't have to go and support Kimlip, maybe I would have gone more, but.
It was, man, this show is way better than that one.
It's like also fun fact of the day. Our first ever video we had on YouTube before our YouTube channel even existed that's not available for the public to see was us opening Luna video or albums.
Man.
In my
was it?
old room.
Yeah. Dang, I don't even remember that. See? It goes way back.
Yo, no, we opened
way back.
We opened up Luna albums. It was the first video I ever put on the YouTube channel, but then it's like private now. That was like years ago.
It was a long time. Yeah, I mean, like,
I think it's still on there. It's like private, so no one can see it.
And like most of the people who are my biases in Luna are in all Artemis, so that obviously helped too with wanting to go see them.
Yeah, I'm glad it was good. That sounds sick.
It was cool. They did a good job. It was, I don't know. I mean, they've been doing it a while too, so.
When did this tour start?
Last Friday. Ours was the first one, or Chicago was the first one.
Oh, was it really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's sick. I didn't know it was the first one.
And then Brett's was the second one. Which is
so
weird.
It really was the first time she ever performed Vivid outside of Korea.
Yeah, that's what she literally told us that, and I was like, well, that's a fun fact that I never would guess or even think of. But
that's pretty cool.
So I'm like, where did they perform Love Cherry Motion outside? You know what I mean? I'm like, does that count for everyone or other times? But
March 18th, 2020, Kpop Kimchi 101 opens Luna albums.
Yeah, so wait, what was last Friday? March? It was March something, wasn't it?
It was almost 5 years ago.
Yeah, so it's like 5 years from that to see them, so. Which we did actually see Luna as a thing, like Luna, like real Luna.
Like actual Luna.
Without Chu, but.
Yeah, she left way before that happened, but yeah, that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
First video ever put up.
That's crazy. That's crazy,
had 18
actually.
views on it, so shout out to the 18 people who actually saw that train wreck.
Yeah, I know. Man, I'll have to go back and check that out.
Yeah, I mean, it's on there. It's locked, but it's on there, so.
Yeah.
Maybe if I get enough upvotes on this video,
I know.
I'll release
we'll
the content.
release the secret tapes of the Luna album opens. I'm not even sure which ones they were. Did we get them from Gurney, baby?
I don't know, but I remember that's when I opened up the one and I had the photo card of like Eve and it had like the weird.
Your first press one.
The first press one that I gave away to somebody like years later. But yeah.
First press one.
I was like, why is there a random like sticker on the back of this? And someone's like, oh, that's good. It's exclusive. It means it's like
it's the first press photo card.
I was like, I don't know what that means, but here, you want this?
Yeah. Man, that was a long time ago.
It was 5 years ago. That was a long time ago. How many of you guys were listening to K-pop 5 years ago?
Yeah.
It's a real question.
Oh, gosh. But it was fun. It was, like I said, good $75.
I also saw they like had a new song that came out.
Yeah, it was cool. They performed it at the show, and it was like cool. But it is kind of interesting seeing the song and like you don't hear it first. Yeah. But it was cool, and I did watch. We can watch the video later. It's a good video. It's a good video.
Yeah, I just saw it.
It's called Burn.
Because it like, came up on like my recommended things, but I didn't listen to it.
I liked it. I thought it was a cool song. It was a cool performance.
I did listen to the new Isna song though. Really good.
I freaking love that song.
All I gotta say is,
I thought it was sick.
It is really good. The chorus is awesome.
Oh my gosh.
At this point in time, their like release trajectory is already way better than what.
Oh yeah. Because
outside of Wada Da, I did not like any songs that they had for a long time. But
the first comeback definitely is better than Kepler's.
Because the new song Sign or whatever it is. First off, went over before.
Oh,
we did
so
like
good.
end of the song thing or end of the year album thing, and it was like the best album ever. It like freaking bangers on it.
It was very good.
And now this like follow-up digital single is like super good. So
I
gotta watch a video for that too. I can watch a video for that.
I watched it one time, but I've listened to that song a lot.
I've listened to it a lot too.
It is very, very good. They're good. Honestly, I almost feel like I don't even need that much more help for like songs of the year because I'm like this list is already filling up. It was good stuff.
I'm not gonna have much help for top 5 songs half of the year because I only got 5 of them on there.
Right. It was
actually might not even have 5. I have to look. I don't know.
It was sick though. They did a really good job. The Luna one or the Artemis one, it's cool. We'll have to watch the vid when we're done.
Yeah, I don't know if any of the songs came out or not.
I feel like there was something else, but I can't remember.
I actually started a thing on our Discord where it's like, where it's like releases, so people could post releases in there, and so like everybody knows about them.
Yeah.
Except I don't really follow it, so I don't really know what came out. I did see Kai had a song that came out.
Yeah, his logo's like the IKEA logo. That's all I saw.
Sick.
And I didn't listen to it.
I didn't listen to it either.
I listened to whose song came on? Oh, like Solar, the song. It was okay. I didn't really know, but it kind of how videos come on after you watch them. Yeah. And I was like, we can watch it. But it was alright.
That's cool. Yeah, I'll have to check it out after we're done here. Let's see.
That freaking Isna song sick. It's really good. It's like so synthy.
It really was. It was really good. The chorus was really sick.
Will we see it at KCON?
My Not What You Came For this week is going to be a super random one because I don't know if anyone's even know who this group is. But I'm going to recommend a group to you from a long time ago, like the early 2000s, late 90s, called Evergreen Terrace.
Oh.
Don't know if you guys have ever heard of them. They're like an old school metalcore band that sounds very, very similar to another group I talk about all the time. And that would be Poison the Well. The only difference in my opinion is I feel like Evergreen Terrace has a little bit more kind of like the pop punk riffs to it, where it's kind of catchy.
Yeah.
And on the other hand, Poison the Well has those kind of good old heavy like metalcore like heavy bass lines.
Yeah.
But no, for some reason I was listening to Evergreen Terrace for the first time in a long time. It's one of those things where it's like you hear a name, and you're like, that name sounds really familiar. I think I know a song by them.
Right.
And you listen to it, and you're like, yeah, I forgot this album was awesome. And the album I'll recommend is called Buried Alive by Time, and it's a really old one, right? From 2002, actually.
That is an old one.
The whole album's pretty cool, but the funny story about it is I listen to a lot of like albums all the way through. I feel like I've said that a lot, but I started it, right? And I kept getting like titles track, and I'd go to like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Mm-hmm.
There's only like 9 songs on this thing.
Mm-hmm.
But something would distract me.
Yeah.
Or I'd like be driving my car and I'd be getting out of my car. Or like whatever's going on. Or like I was at work listening to it, my headphone died or something. But I kept listening to it to try to listen to the whole album. And I just kept restarting it from the first one to listen to the whole thing, but something would get in the way. So if you go look at like my most played songs in the last 7 days, it's like the same like 4 songs have like 8 listens to it. Just kept like restarting and not getting past a certain like number on it.
Right.
But I finally finished it. It's really good. But yeah, there you go. Evergreen Terrace. There's a throwback for you if anybody who knows that is. That's
Sick name. Sick name.
It's an old band named after, I think, after like a street in The Simpsons.
Oh, really?
I think that's what it is, yeah.
Huh.
But they're cool. If you're into that kind of like old school screamo metalcore with some heavy riffs.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Takes me back.
Really does. Mine, I mean, I'm pretty sure I'd Sleigh Bell song last week, but now since the album's actually out, I'm going to pick another one. And I'm going to go with Badly, because that song is freaking sick. The whole album is very, very good. I just learned last week that there was going to be a full album, or whenever that was. But yeah, new Sleigh Bells. They just make such cool, different music. And they had another non-skip album, so. But the song Badly is probably my favorite one on there. It was very cool.
Which ties in perfectly, because I think I said this last week and multiple weeks before.
Yeah.
But the guitarist is one of the original guitarists from Poison.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. There we go. We've definitely mentioned that, but you're right. You are absolutely correct.
He definitely tied in those Poison the Well vibes into the...
It comes out. You can hear it, and you're like, yep, there it is. And then it goes away, and you're like, okay, it's coming back.
He definitely ties it into the...
I feel like...
The vibes of Sleigh Bells.
I feel like he applies that kind of vibe, but it's not always with like his guitar though. Like some of like the synth bassy stuff, he'll like double kick and stuff. So it's like you can kind of see where the like you can hear the inspiration of kind of the metalcore, but it's with like different sounds. So
it's like
it's cool, very cool.
Because sometimes the lyrics will be thrown in like, what do you want to call it? Like legit, like random, like little synth things and like a breakdown. And you're like, this doesn't seem like it belongs here, but it sounds really
It's just
cool.
super good, yeah. We've really liked them for a long time now, but their album was really, really good.
Poison the Well, Sleigh Bells, Evergreen Terrace. I mean, they're all just kind of the same, you know?
Yeah.
After all, they're all the same.
You'll get it. You'll get it.
Yeah, not what you came for. Very bass guitar heavy this week, but that's okay.
That is sick.
I want to see how many weeks in a row you can just recommend.
Are they gonna have more music? Yeah. It's just so funny because one week I thought they just had the 3 songs. Like, yeah, this is dope. I'm like, whoa, whole album. Look at them go.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was asking earlier. I'm like, I always wonder like groups like that are like super big and I never hear anything about, but they keep like releasing music.
Yeah.
I'm like, how much money do they actually make?
Like,
is this their only source of
income? I just still feel like, are they still making money off that Apple commercial that they had Ring Ring on or whatever that song was?
I mean, it might, honestly.
Like, that had to make them some good money, right? I don't know.
It might be.
Like, is that their... I mean, I don't think they work like another job. It's not like the first NFL players that were like butchers.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like play for the Packers.
They literally just go play on Sundays.
I don't know either. I mean, I guess it's a way that, you know, they still have an income and.
Well, good for them. I mean.
Yeah, doing what you want. That's dope.
Good recommendations. But this week's episode is going to be something kind of random, but it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
It's going to be a conversation episode.
Here we go.
About something we've never actually talked about
fully
on the podcast.
Yeah.
But it's going to be fun, maybe.
I hope.
Because I saw someone post on Reddit today
baby.
asking something, and I thought about it. I'm like, you know what? This would be pretty fun to talk about. Because like I said, we never talked about it before. But essentially, it's going to be about like K-pop parasocial relationships.
Ooh.
And like what we think of how they do certain things to like try to connect with fans or like.
Okay.
Because we all heard stories about like crazy fans that are like super obsessive over idols and they like are kind of delusional about what kind of relationship they have with the the idols themselves, right? To be honest, I've never really been like that. I mean, we've all known people who have, so it's not like super crazy or anything.
Right.
It's just part of like, I guess, the fandom, honestly. Because we've also met people like that. You see people talk about it, stuff like that on like social media. We're like, oh, you know, like this is like my boyfriend, or oh, like get away from my kid, or like just random crap like that.
Yeah.
But for those who don't know what a parasocial relationship is, it's a one-sided imagined connection or bond with a public figure or fictional character where one person invests emotional energy and interest while the other party is unaware of their connections. Or to put it more simply, you love this idol and they have no idea who you are.
Yeah, it's just that.
But that's also a big part of K-pop, honestly.
That is K-pop in a whole. Well, that's 100% what it is.
So I've got some examples here of like what, I guess, like different levels, like tiers, starting from like the lightest to the heaviest of what I think would make you have these connections with the idols or groups or whatever. Mm-hmm. And on a scale from 1 to 5, we'll talk about either our own personal experiences or like what we think of it in general, and we'll see where they rank on the actual thing here, right?
Yeah.
So this is going to be a really long episode or a really short episode. I don't know. We'll see.
That's the fun part.
But like I said, that's a little summary of what a parasocial relationship is. And if you're asking yourself, is that me? Then it probably is. So.
And I guess it can apply to anything or like any type of anything, right? Like,
I mean, that's like, honestly,
I got a parasocial relationship with LeBron.
Yeah, I was gonna say it could be like athletes, it could be like actresses, actors,
other type of entertainers, even just, I don't know, people,
even just like random people in your life.
I guess if they don't know who you are, then there you go, it kind of applies.
And you have like some weird obsession or something with them. But I mean, honestly, before we get started on this, it's weird because like asking questions is like I wish I could remember what the Reddit thing was, but it was like they're asking questions for like a study or something for college.
That's a good. I was gonna say that's a good Reddit question.
But it's like, I don't know. It's like different things they're asking about. Like, has this led you like having a connection or a stronger connection? Or by them doing this, do you think that it like made the connection stronger or not?
So it's like real deal research.
Yeah, it's like a whole like questionnaire that they did. So I like took inspiration from it.
I like that.
Like I said, if you're listening to this, I wish I could remember who you are, but I don't remember what your name was.
I hope you get an A on your paper.
I know. I tried to save it, but I completely forgot about it. It's a busy day.
That's okay.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, let's see what happens here. The first one that I put on here, like I said, they could be varied, but this is kind of what I shot out right away in my head, like if I was listing them from like least extreme to most extreme, right?
Okay.
The first one would be like a photoism booth, like when you get to take like, because you've done them, I've never really done them.
I have done
like a personal picture with the idol.
Yeah.
And it's like they already have pre-constructed poses. You just kind of pose with them, right?
Oh, yeah.
But on a scale from 1 to 5, since you've had actual experience with this, how much do you think it made you connect with the idol, make you feel more connected to the idol than what you would have if you didn't do it?
Gosh. I mean,
because you leave.
Wait, what's a lot? 1 or 5?
5.
I'm going to go with.
So did you like leave and you're like, oh man, look at these awesome pictures of me and my favorite bias. Like, oh, this is awesome. And like hang it up somewhere. Yeah,
because that happened. But I don't. Like, I thought it was cool, but I don't know if I felt like I was more connected with. Like, honestly, I give mine as like a 2.
Sure.
Like, I think I'm going to give it a 2 because I think it's cool. And I'll like. I did it for Kazuha, and then there was Sulgi. I did a Sulgi one too. And then, I did learn that the different photo booths have different people because I think there's different contracts. So
that makes sense.
But yeah, it's just I don't know. I just thought it was cool and like a thing to kind of like just do. Like I'd probably only do it for like my favorite people, like them.
Because I'm sure there's a lot
probably
of people
like Yeji,
who
but
will
like
go
yeah,
do it whenever like their favorite members come out, or
like
they have like a whole collection of them. Like, oh, this is this comeback.
Like
this is this comeback.
I don't know. Like I like it, but I wouldn't say I felt like I was like more connected. I just liked it because it's just kind of it's almost like an extension of like a photo card, but you're in it in a way, kind of. So I'll say 2.
I mean, so 2. He gives it a 2.
I guess like
from my personal experience, I give it a 1 because I've never felt the urge to do it or want to do it.
Right, that's fair.
Because I just don't care.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm sure there's people out there who are like, oh well, we do stuff they probably don't care about either. But
sure. That's everything.
Yeah, that's like I'd say that's the lowest thing on the totem pole of, oh hey, now I feel more connected to them because we have these pictures together. Like if you like me and my fiance, we go get pictures taken together, like the photo booth things. She like loves them because we have pictures of us together. So I don't know if it's like a similar thing for people and they go do it with like their favorite idols or not. I have no idea. I don't.
Well,
like I said, I've never done it. I've never wanted to do it. So I have no idea.
I mean, I guess in my brain, anyone can think what they want to think, but like even if we went and did it, it would mean more than that because it's actual us being in person doing it and like taking a photo. Like obviously I like know the person's not there. It's just like kind of fun because they're in the frame. Like it's, I don't know. Like obviously with like a real person, there's more of a connection of, but I don't know. I'll give it a 2 just because I have done it, but I don't feel like, wow, I'm like closer to this person because of it.
All right, so there's photos and booths, or I guess any type of...
That's a good question.
Pre-posed booth picture or whatever you can take with people.
That's a good question.
Because even when we went to go see the Purple Kiss ones, they had them.
Yes.
And the only reason I wanted to do it was so I could win the contest.
That was the only reason I wanted to do it.
But like, I never was like, oh shit, I can go get pictures of Dosi, that she's in the thing with me. It's like sick. The only one that I actually wanted to do was more of just like not really a meme, but just like us being us, was when Peniel released his ones with the thing. So I'm like, I want to get the sick pictures with Peniel.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, oh, it's cool. Like, kind of funny. Like, all my poses are really just like stupid just because it's like kind of funny.
I've never, like I said, I've never really wanted to do one or felt like I needed to do one.
Yeah, we didn't do any of the perky ones. But that was actually the time to do it because there was a prize.
Yeah, we could have won something.
But we didn't do it. We didn't do it for those ones.
Next up would be social media. So that would be including like seeing all their posts and stuff on like, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube videos, like their vlogs, the little TikTok things they make. Like, I guess a good example that they were talking about was like, not as much like a connection to them as like I said, like getting your picture with them or anything, but just like when they're not around, like we always say all the time, like out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
Like when they don't post for a while, you're just like, oh wow, I really missed them. Like, what are they doing? Or like, oh, I can't like not look at stuff from, so I have to go look at something else. Like, you actually miss them because they're gone.
Yeah, I feel like that one's pretty low. I feel like that's like a 2 again.
Yeah, because I mean, I
don't think I've really thought like that before. Like, where's this person? I also feel like there's so much content out there that I would never think that, because even if the person's been gone for a while, like
Here's the thing: if you've been gone for a while, they're probably disbanded.
Well, it's like if you wanted to go watch something, you could. Like, I don't know. I don't think I've like. I guess I have not missed someone for not being somewhere.
I haven't really missed
social
them.
media. I never really thought about it like that.
But it's one of those things where it's more like, I haven't seen anything from them.
Yeah, are they in trouble?
Like, are they still around?
I was like, is this not a good sign? That's kind of where we go. I feel like it's like, I'd say that's 2 still. I'm gonna keep it at a 2.
Yeah, because I mean, you can't really pose them or do anything.
I mean, I definitely like.
So I mean, there's definitely
I definitely like follow the social media and like watch
follow
stuff
like
sometimes.
Religiously, and they like know all kinds of stuff about them.
Oh yeah, this dance instructor followed this person and all that. Like,
or they unfollowed them. What does this mean?
We're not up to date on that. I don't know how people do that. That means you have to look every day on their.
I don't even check my own social media enough to know if people like message me.
I mean, so I fully follow people and like photos and share photos and stuff, but I don't follow it that close. I'd say that's a 2.
I do agree. I don't think it's very high, but I do know there's people that like.
Yeah, well, I couldn't do that.
Would be extreme. They're like extremely high on it, which is funny because then they'll like see it on like that, but then they'll post about it on like Twitter or something.
Yeah, I was just like, so do you like scam or like how do you? I don't know if there's like a way you can type in. Maybe there's just like things you can type in the people's name and it shows who followed or didn't like knew.
I will say on some of these we'll have to like just guess on what it might be like because there's a lot of these that I don't think we've ever done.
That's fair. I love.
At least I know I haven't.
Yeah.
Next up would be paid social media or chat rooms.
No.
Like Weverse or like Bubble, you know what I'm talking about? For those of you who don't know, you can like pay a membership or something. Yeah. And you can like, they like message in their little room thingy. I know a lot of our friends do it for like Triple S on the Triple S one.
Okay.
And they like talk to them and they'll like be like, oh, someone sent this message today about whatever. But did you think, or would you think that like having kind of like a conversation with them in a chat room would make you feel more or less connected to them?
Personally, that's a 1, like the lowest. I actually tried one of them. I don't know if it was like a long time ago. It was like twice for like a minute or like a couple days just to see, just to see what it was about. And like, it was okay, but I'm going 1 there. I mean, I don't do any of that. I have not done any of that long time. I think I tried like Momo's one for like a couple.
It's just weird because I've seen people who do it. And like I said, I know some people in our chat do it. But at the same time, it's like, there's like kind of just posting random things. They might answer like one random person.
Yeah.
And but most of it's like just them saying stuff.
You're like,
and
this
like
is
people,
what,
like 100 people are responding to it.
Yeah, and like someone like Momo or something, it's like probably thousands of people are connected to this bubble. Like, obviously, you don't see those messages, but like in my head, I was like, oh, she's definitely replying to me. You know what I mean? No, that I didn't really even like it. Especially since you're paying for it. I was like, no thanks. So I'm whatever the lowest is for that one.
So I mean, you definitely know there's people that are K-pop fans that like whenever they respond to anything, they're just like, oh yeah, they're definitely.
And like I don't know, maybe even if they like did, I'd be like, well, that's kind of cool, and that, but like I don't. That's a 1. I'm not a big paid subscription.
I'm not either. But there's people out there that do it.
No, yeah. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong. I think in my head, I'm just like, there's so many other people on this right now that like this person can't even take the time, or this person doesn't even see what we say.
Yeah, I know.
And they just post what they ate for dinner, or oh, I went on a walk, or you know what I mean? Like, yeah. I mean, if for someone like on Twice, they just have. There's probably so many people signed up for that. Like, there's no way they could like sit there. They don't have the time to do like read. So I don't know. That's a 1 for me.
Next up is kind of the same vein. It's like interactive fan experiences. So it also would include like your social media, chat rooms and stuff, but also like when they do like Instagram lives or like V lives back in the day, or like YouTube lives.
Yeah.
Where like they're like there and you're like essentially live, obviously. Like, while they're doing stuff, you can, like, send stuff to them and they answer your questions, and they're, like, actually, like, talking to you, kind of, if they, like, answer your question.
I don't think I've ever done a YouTube live, but I've watched some Instagram lives before. Like...
You ever watch them when they're live on YouTube?
No. Who? Triple S?
No, just anybody.
No, I've never watched anything live. Well, it's like, when does Triple S even... I always don't even know when the Triple S ones happen because...
I'm not talking about Triple S, I'm talking about anybody.
No, I've never watched anyone live on YouTube.
We've watched them live on YouTube before when we watched, like, iChillin' together on YouTube live.
Was it on YouTube or just Instagram?
It was YouTube.
Oh, well then I guess. I don't know. I swear I've never watched anything live on YouTube. I've done Instagram quite, like, because it pops up at the top.
There's, like, ones with, like, Purple Kiss... I've seen them do, like, YouTube ones live.
Like, when it was going on?
Yeah.
I do not remember that. I'm not kidding.
Because we'd be, like, sitting here. Because they do theirs in, like, the morning. It'd be, like, nighttime when we were recording stuff.
Right. And I thought it was just, like, on Instagram.
No,
or Weverse. We did Weverse ones back in the day.
I've sent you, like, YouTube ones before. I'm like, yeah, check this out.
Maybe I just don't recognize you. Yeah, I mean...
I've
watched live streaming things, so that's true. I just do not remember you. I guess I'm just thinking of Triple S because... They always have, like, the schedule, and I'm like, I don't even know when this happens, and then someone will send it in the chat when it's done.
They do a bunch, because I think they have, like, an actual, like...
I'd say...
Like you said, like, schedule where they, like, do each one, like...
And it's just weird for us, because the time is so off. I've definitely watched... I'll say 3. That's a 3. Because I've watched those. Or even at work or something, if, like, Dia has one or something, just, like, put it on.
Well, I guess, I mean, on the scale of, like, 1 to 5, it's more like, how connected do you feel to them?
I'll say 3. I feel like that's a better chance for them to actually see you saying something than the bubble.
Yeah, probably.
So I'll say a 3. I'll give that a 3, I guess.
I will say in those...
Because they do, like, sit there and read them.
I wouldn't really say it makes me feel connected. I don't really think any of these, except for, like, maybe one makes me feel connected in.
Yeah, it's kind of a tough question.
Because also don't live in like that delusional land of like, oh, like, well, one day we'll like meet each other and run away together.
But also, I don't think connected. You don't have to like think it's that to be like. I don't know. I guess it's what do we think the word connected means.
Well, the only reason I say is because in terms of parasocial relationships, you definitely know
like all these
people who do think that.
Yeah, but I guess like technically then all these are essentially a one because none of you and I are not thinking that. Like it's just. But I'd say as far as like, do I actually feel like this person might see what I say and respond? Connectivity, I'd say 3 for those.
There was definitely times on the YouTube ones where I've said something, they have replied to it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, cool.
I'd say 3.
Oh.
What the most electric time ever was it? Who was it? You or something? And all we kept saying on Weavers.
Oh yeah,
say hi to Josh. Say hi to Josh. Say hi to Josh. I don't think she ever did, but people in the comments were like, "Who is Josh? What is going on? Stop saying that."
Yeah, they did.
We were spamming "Say hi to Josh" because we were all watching.
That was like the early days.
That's like my favorite live video. I think it was Yua. She like came on live and everyone was awake at 3 a.m. back in those days. Yep. So, yeah, I'll give that one a 3.
Those are fun though.
Instagram's like easy too because it's like pops up. It's like, oh, such and such is live. So you're like, okay, we'll just turn it on for a minute. Don't really know just to see what you're doing. We used to watch some of the Pixie ones too after tour.
Yeah, we did.
Like Lola be like eating in the hotel or with
her and Renji.
Yeah, her and Renji like always did them. So that was fun.
Next one that I've never experienced, but I imagine it'd probably be pretty up there if you're like super into that, because I've like seen people like have highlights and stuff on like their social media posts about it. Like fan calls.
Oh, never done that.
I've never even tried to.
Well, I guess I have tried, but I think like
Zeg also tried.
Well, like I literally bought like one album, so that's my chance. That's my ticket, and I never got actually.
But I mean, it seems cool. It's like literally like a one-on-one. Like you're not in person.
Yeah.
It's like legit like a couple minutes. You're like talking to them or whatever.
Right.
I know I see people freaking out about them on
Visionary
social media.
Visionary Vision does like a bajillion of them.
But also, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, this is like the 20th time I've had a fan call with them."
Yeah, I really wonder.
And I'm like, at that point, it's like, do you like really think you're like in a relationship with this person?
I don't know. I don't know how you get that many. Or I guess to me, I'm like, I'm not trying to buy that much stuff to still just have a chance to do it. You know what I mean? Like
people just have a lot of expendable money.
Stuff is expensive. Like I said, I literally bought like one album a couple times just to see if I could get super lucky, and I did not make it. So I've never done that one. So I'm gonna give that a 1.
Yeah, I mean for me, a lot of these are 1s.
Also did it for like Solgi and Yeji too. So I'm sure that was.
But.
No chance.
I don't know. I guess if I did get a fan call with my favorite person, I don't know. I'd just be like,
it's kind of hard. Just never done it. So I hardly even FaceTime anybody. I don't think I've ever FaceTime anyone in my life. Maybe one time.
Yeah, I mean, the only person I really FaceTime is my fiance.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it's like a cool thing though. Like I'm happy when people win it and get to do it. Like it's cool. Some of the videos you see are really funny. Like it's a cool thing. I really just don't know how people like continuously win them. I'm like, really?
Some win a lot.
Like
some of the people we know like win a lot.
Or like people who are like super fans of certain idols, like they get every single one, and I'm like, so are you just like shelling out the dough? I guess. You have, I don't know. There's probably always ways to kind of like, not cheat, but like really understand the system of like what you need to get. But again, stuff be expensive.
Very true.
Like I don't know, if there's ever one I want to maybe try, I'll just get one album just to see if I can get super lucky. Extremely lucky. Maybe I'll have to try an iChillin' one. Maybe
like I said,
maybe a better chance with that.
It's like a 1 for us, but I guess for other people, I'm assuming it'd probably be around like a 3 or 4.
Yeah, we need to ask someone who's had 28 of them. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
because I do believe, I mean, if you're doing that many, it's safe to say.
There must be something special.
Like, we know that they probably know who you are, so that automatically makes it like a 3, right? Like,
you think?
If they at least know you exist. But I don't know. That one's tough.
Next up's one that we kind of have experience with, kind of not have experience with, depending on what side of this you're taking.
Sure.
But it'd be like a meet and greet / cafe events. Cafe events you really have no experience with, but they do exist.
Probably pretty cool, but we definitely don't.
Because you know it's like they have like their like fan club things with like, oh, release, we're doing this. And we like watch videos of them, and they'll like be making like gifts and stuff, but then they'll like go. Those is because of mainly in Korea, obviously.
Right.
And they'll be like, oh yeah, we have like 50 people here. You know what I'm saying? And they go do whatever they're doing, and then they give out gifts, and they like.
Yeah, like the artist actually gets like the food truck for the people and stuff.
Yeah, like that kind of thing. We've never experienced that. I'm assuming that'd be pretty sick.
That would actually be very cool. If it was like, yeah, I don't know. I think that'd be very cool.
But we have like kind of the meet and greet experience in America with a couple groups.
Yeah.
And by a couple groups, I mean Purple Kiss.
I mean, just Purple Kiss is probably the safest bet there.
I was trying to think, have we ever got any other ones? Like
multiple times?
Well, not necessarily multiple times, but just in general. I'm trying to think. We had... I guess we did have like a high touch kind of thing with Idol, Luna.
Well, we've done quite a bit of those. Wait, no way anyone can remember from a high touch. I'll tell you that much right now. True. Hell no. I don't even remember the people.
Well, it's weird because like, we've definitely done like the meet and greet stuff too with like...
Yeah, we've done like VIP stuff.
Purple Kiss a lot, obviously.
Yeah.
But overall, they really don't last very long either.
No. Because
just kind of whip through there real quick, you know?
I'd probably give that a... It's just... I'll probably give that like a 3. Just because... I guess if like... I don't know. I don't want to say like close, but I feel like we've seen Purple Kiss enough where you're kind of like, oh, okay. Like, we know who these people... Like, we've been recognized by a couple of the people sometimes. Like, but that's just by sheer numbers of seeing them. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, it's not even necessarily us. It's just by... Or like, hey, we saw you yesterday. So
yeah, I know, right?
I'd say 3 for that. But I can't really say that for anybody else but Purple Kiss. That's the only one.
I'd say... So I feel like that would kind of go into the last kind of one we got going on here.
Yeah.
Which is, like, going to concerts and, like, fan interactions when you, like, go to the concerts and stuff.
Yeah.
And more, I guess more specifically, I feel like the one that would really just make you have any type of connection or feel more connected to them for us would just be like selfie time.
Oh, yeah. It's like number one awesome.
Yeah, whenever we go talk to them. Because that is at a point where we've seen Purple Kiss enough where, like, they'd, like, recognize us, like you said, from either us wearing, like, similar things all the time or seeing them enough times in a row. It's like, oh, hey, like I saw you yesterday. Oh, hey, it's good to see you guys again.
Like, I'd say, yeah.
I saw you in Canada, right? I'm like, yeah.
Right.
What's up?
I'd say that one's definitely a 3, and that could be pushing even higher, but just because of that, like, it's literally only them. You know what I mean? Just because
I will say maybe it'd be a lot higher for me if I also wasn't in a relationship currently.
Yeah.
That was much lonelier.
That's true. That's true. I feel like, sure, you can feel more connected by seeing them more and, like, communicating with them more, but there's not a thought of, like, well, obviously this person's so into me now that, like, something's going to happen because, no, like, the delusion can't get to that. Like, that's just wrong. You know what I mean? Like, K-pop's, like, supposed to... I mean, it's all about the whole Parasocial thing. Like, just don't go, like, to like, understand what it is. Like, it's everyone's job here. That's why everyone, you know, when people leave groups and stuff, and, like, it can be sad, and it's okay to be sad because you're fans, but, like, in the end, it's just a business. Everyone's, like, just working their freaking job.
Well, that's what I was trying to say in, like, the little thing. There was a way to put it on the thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it's, like, that is a large part of why K-pop works so much weller. That doesn't even make sense. So much better, more weller.
I like that.
Than other types of music stuff. Because... Yeah. We've seen a lot of bands live, met a lot of band members.
Yeah.
But they're just kind of there.
Oh, that's a zero. That's a zero.
Like, we don't really see anything about them ever, have any chance to interact with them, any type of, like, anything. It's just, we go to the show, they're there, we say what's up, they sign our stuff, we buy a hat from them, whatever, we leave. That's it. Like,
you don't go for the people.
You go for the music.
Sorry, like, you don't. Like, you literally go for, like, you're, like, happy for the people and glad that they do what they do.
Like, here's $5. I hope you get enough gas to go to the next stop, dude.
Like, even, like, any... Like, nothing is like K-pop. It's completely different because you do...
And a big reason for it is
yes.
because of the parasocial relationship the companies try to give you between you and your favorite person or idol, which makes you want to keep buying
That's
stuff.
That's why you buy... Them. Yeah, exactly. That's why you buy individual things. That's why you buy...
That's why I have all this dosey stuff.
I was just going to say, even us being, like, realistic, we're still in that. Like, it's still part of it because that's what it's about. Like, that's why you buy extra VIP stuff and extra photo stuff. That's why you buy... more on VIP things than the actual ticket for a freaking concert, right? Like,
especially when they started giving out selfies for things or Polaroids for certain events, it's like people buy so much money.
I will say, from seeing what Leo Presents did that. Leo Presents started the photo thing, and maybe not everyone does like a selfie, but like all this photo stuff that you can do for certain VIPs now, that's all from Leo Presents.
You make so much money.
They start. Oh my gosh, the little Artemis was $70 a pop. I was talking to people like, yeah, I got 4 of them here, and then I'm going to another show. I got 4 more. I'm like, man, that's crazy. Like, awesome. I'm happy for you, but that's,
But it's for the chance for them to meet their favorite idol.
Which is sick. And I'm like, if you can do that, I am always so happy when people get to like meet people they really like. Like, it's very cool. But it is why K-pop works. The Parasocial thing, like, it is why it works. Like, that's...
Unfortunately, they know that, too. And the more they can make you feel connected to whoever you want to feel connected to, the more money they can drain out of you.
Yeah,
easily.
It's just all how it works, and that's not to say like not appreciative of the fans because they are, but like at the end of the day, it's all business. That's what it is. Like once those lights turn off and they're somewhere else, like they're just
who knows what they do? They're the worst human beings on the planet Earth. I got no idea.
We don't know them. They don't know us. And just
all I care about is what happens on the court. I don't care about the off the court.
Exactly, and that's all we should care about.
But it's like, yeah, going back to what we were saying earlier. I don't even know how I got off on this tangent, but definitely I think for me the top one would definitely be like the selfie times.
Oh yeah,
because you're actually like next to them, like literally like our cheeks are like touching each other, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they like actually talk to you, and it's like,
yeah,
especially except the Purple Kiss, we've seen them so many times now. Like I said, they'll remember us when they see us, so they're like, but go, hey, didn't I see you like last year? Like, whatever it is, like, even if it's a generic statement, but something about it feels like you're like more like friends or like.
See, yeah.
But not like a relationship, but like you're like friends. Like you're like, oh, hey, what's up, man? Like I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah. So honestly, I think for Perky overall, I can give my score. I'd say it could be a 4. I'd say for Perky, it could be a 4.
I've seen Purple Kiss and talked to them more in the last 2 years than I've seen one of my best friends in the last decade.
It's true.
Think about that.
It's true. I'd say Perky could be a 4. Like that, as far as like connectivity goes. And it's true, because, like, seeing them and stuff, like, man, like, honestly, with all these, well, not all these, but, like, groups kind of changing up or people disbanding recently, I'm like, man, I just hope Purple Kiss is okay. Like, at the end of the day, like, I told you when we were watching the little virtual show that's coming out, there's groups we absolutely love in that, right? Mm-hmm. But I was like, man, Purple Kiss is, like, far and away my favorite. Oh, yeah. They're, like, easily my favorite. Like, I love them. They're so cool. So, yeah, I give a personal score of 4 for Purple Kiss just because we have seen a lot, and there's a lot of very cool acts. We got to do the fan meet, which we've said, like, that was...
The fan meet was actually pretty cool.
Like, I would do that again, for sure.
If that was, like, a thing, as we know, you can do that in Korea when they have comebacks all the time.
Yeah.
And they have huge fan meets. And it's like, you go sit in front of them, you talk to them for, like, a minute 30 seconds, like, about whatever.
Yeah.
Then you go to the next person. Like, if Purple Kiss did that every time they came here, I'd pay for every single time.
Every single time. I'm doing it. Absolutely. Absolutely.
At this point,
but do I think that? But I'm like, yeah, definitely. Yuki wants to go on a date with me. Hell no. Hell no. I don't even know if I want to go on a date with her. To be honest, I don't know her.
Well, it's like at this point in time, whenever there's like concert announcements now, it's not even like, oh my god, like people freak out, like, oh my god, Purple Kiss is coming, or oh, I'm gonna go see him. It's more like they'd be like sending me a message like, hey, I'm coming to town. You gonna come check us out? I'm like, sure.
Right, like.
Like my friends used to message me.
How can we make it work?
They'll be like, hey, I'm gonna go play tonight, like 6:30. You want to come check us out? I'll guest list you. I'm like, all right.
How can we
see you there?
How can we make it work? How can we go see them? Yeah. So that, I guess, like, as far as that goes, Perky definitely takes the cake of. Because honestly, I don't really think that with like any other group, just because we haven't seen.
I just want to go see them and pay for the VIP experience so I can catch up with them and see how they're doing.
Yeah. Please keep being a group. Come on, RBW. Come on, RBW.
I said in the chat, I'm like, man, once Purple Kiss is done, I might just be out of the game.
Oh, that would be like that would be truly devastating.
It might just be time for me to call it quits.
That would be truly, truly devastating. Yeah, we've had a lot recently, but that'll suck.
I'll just be.
That will be actual painful. My heart will hurt for that one. So yeah, maybe I am in deeper than I thought, because that would be real painful. If we just got the Insta post, it's like, this is RBW, Purple Kiss is done, the members are going on their own ways, I'd be like, I'm going to cry. That sucks.
I'll be
fuck.
I'll have to just become a casual fan and listen to like Josh every.
And just like, well, I guess I'm just going to only like Baby Monster now. Just bring back my second gen groups.
Yeah, I know, right? I guess the last one that I'd throw out there that really wasn't on their list, Because I was thinking about it just in general from like my own life experiences.
Mm-hmm.
One that I definitely think makes you feel connected to them, not even like a friendship kind of way, a relationship kind of way, or a parasocial kind of way.
Yeah.
But it's definitely grabbed us in multiple ways, and that is survival shows.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, that's a good one.
I feel connected to every single one of those 93 girls that got eliminated from
Produce 48.
Produce 48.
Yeah. Who some were just like absolutely horrible.
Or like
they didn't get a fair chance.
Or like all the ones that were on like Girls Planet 999.
Yeah.
Like my gosh, all the people that were in freaking Boys Planet.
Oh, I know. Yeah, all those guys. You just kind of like, honestly, those are like not even fun. They're kind of just like sad because you're like, you just, they're actively trying to show it because it creates a drama. Like, well, this person's dream's crushed. Like,
I'm like, come on, talk it.
It's like, yeah, I know. Like, dude, they try so hard, but they have no chance, and you're like, this sucks.
Or like in Island 2.
Yeah.
That's actually one of the reasons why I just love all the survival show like groups.
We need
just because we followed them for so long. Like I feel like I lived their whole life with them.
It's just it is definitely a cool look to kind of see like from the bottom of just like how it kind of happened, and it's I don't know. I've been itching for one. Like I want a new one. I want a new good one.
All I know is if there's any one thing in the world that makes me feel connected to any K-pop idols on any type of level, it's watching the survival show.
Yeah.
That's it. Like maybe that's number one, and then seeing Purple Kiss at Selfie Time at concerts.
Yeah, that's a good call. Survival shows are really fun. I'm trying to think of anything else. I don't know. I'm almost getting more in the pet peeve area, but like I know, like concert interactions are cool, but again, that's not because of you. That's just where they're like looking at the time.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like that's I don't know, because people really be hyping that up, and I'm like, it's not because of you. It's
Except for those like 6 times when I was standing in the baseline and Dosey stared directly in the camera at me.
I was like, that did
because
you literally had nowhere else to look except straight. So some people just be at the shows just trying to get that, and that's it. I'm like, do you even know who that person is?
I mean, there's definitely people who go to them like
beasts.
like looking to find a reason.
It's just like all
have a weird connection with their favorite idols. Like that's like they wake up and they're like, man, I'm gonna get their attention today.
Yeah, I know.
Like they're gonna notice me.
And like it's cool, but yeah, I just think we've said it a bajillion times. Like just keep it within reason and understand what it really is, and just have fun.
I guess also another big part of that is
go out and have fun, man.
I don't really care if they notice me.
So. Yeah, just go out there and have fun. Because at the end of the day, concert ends, you're going one way and they're going the other. So that's how it be.
Yeah, who are they behind closed doors? Nobody knows.
A real mystery.
Nobody knows. You guys listening to this right now don't even know who we are behind closed doors.
True.
Outside this podcast, we'd be terrible people.
Honestly, I feel like it's not that much. You can probably kind of guess from over 200 episodes. So, but you never know. You never know. That's a really that was a good episode though. Like it's just interesting to think about because that's not something we really talk about ever. Like put a
we
thought
definitely
to
know
it
exists.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, there's like sauce things out there who like hate idols.
That's a weird one too. I'm like, what? Why?
Like they support them so hard in a negative way that they like support them more than people who actually support them.
Why do we go? Like, why are we hating it all? Like, what is your deal, man? Like, why do you wake up so angry? Like, go get a hobby, do something else with your life.
I mean, honestly, that's how I feel about normal fans. To be honest with you, especially when I see someone posting
just
online,
so much like hate all the time.
I'm like, do something else with your life. Like, come on.
Like, come on, man. Like, it's chill. Like, it's just supposed to be fun.
I know.
Don't ruin it for everyone.
Somewhere the hobby casual part just becomes an obsession and people like take it too far.
Don't be obsessed. Just don't be obsessed.
In a negative way and a positive way.
Yeah.
Because there's positive ways I've seen people be obsessed with K-pop idols. It's really
good.
negative. So
not good.
I don't know. I mean, I guess it also depends on like how you think of things, your genetic makeup in your brain, but
yeah, we're getting real deep into it.
Well, like legit, I mean, you see people post stuff sometimes, just kind of like, I think you might be a little too into this dude. Like, they don't know who you are.
Let's take a step back.
Like, chill.
We don't know what they're thinking. We don't know their decisions. We don't know what's best for them. We don't know anything. So they can go do what they want to do. or not do what they're whatever. Just because like maybe people think it's the thing that they should be doing, you probably should never really think that because no one actually knows.
Yeah, I know.
You can't really be saying like, oh well, they need to do this, or they need to do this, or need to do this, or they have to do this, or they're owed this. Like, not really. It's just business.
Because there's like random things that'll pop up sometimes, and people will comment and be like, "Oh, I know that they would never do this. They're not that kind of person." Or, "Oh,
yeah,
I've like seen,
yeah, come on now."
And I'm just like, "What are you talking about?
Like, what do you mean that kind of person? You don't know that.
Like, you don't know any of that stuff." But that just goes with the thing, like, "Oh, hey, they think they are best friends with this person, or they like love this person, and they have no idea what they're talking about. They think they do, but they don't." That's another thing about the whole thing is, yes, they use it to try to get people to like their product more, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it's like, on the company's part, when they tell them what they should and should not say or give away.
Right.
Do you think they make them or tell them to give away too much information about themselves personally that they don't really need to?
No, probably not. Probably not.
You don't think they do?
Wait, who? I'm confused.
You don't think the company tells them to give away too much information about themselves personally that they don't need to be giving away?
You mean like example? Can you give me an example? I'm sorry.
Like, oh, my favorite color is purple. I love steak.
Oh,
like I have 6 brothers.
Oh, no, yeah, of course.
Because you know that they tell them what they can and can't say.
Oh, yeah,
like,
of course.
Like, oh,
yeah.
Don't say this.
Well,
we know that for a fact because Daisy tells us all the time, like random behind the scenes shit.
Yeah,
but I'm saying, do you think the company's telling them to say too much stuff to build a personal relationship that they don't need to be saying?
No, I think with everything they say is within reason of what they're supposed to do. That's what I think. So
you don't think they share too much information? No. Or they don't share? They share unnecessary information?
No, I don't think so. Do you think they do?
I mean, there's a lot of stuff I feel like they don't really need to tell anybody, but.
Well, I don't know. I need like
no need to know like
someone's favorite color.
It's like they don't know like their shoe size or need to know like
I don't know
where they went to school their whole lives or like.
I don't know. I guess if someone's asking, I've never asked those, but if someone's like saying their favorite color or what they like eat on a show.
That was just like a basic thing.
No,
I mean, they say all kinds of stuff.
When you say like too much, I'm like, well, like an address? Like what does too much mean? But no, I think that since they're like, this is their job and they're professionals, they might say things, but I don't think they're going to say anything that's like out, like overstepping any lines that's like too much. You know what I mean? Like it might be random, but I don't think anything's like, they're not going to put it like a weird compromised situation of like, I don't know. I mean, or I guess people could take things the wrong way too.
I was going to say, we have seen multiple instances where fans like look too far into things and found out about their whole lives and like stalk them.
Well, yeah, that's like
because of like information that's given out by them. Yeah,
I think that's more just the fan being crazy than the idol saying something, though. I mean, obviously, yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe they'd slip up a little bit, but I don't know. I just think that they're trying to be professional, so they're just keeping it within like what talking points they need to. And like, sure, if it's like random stuff, then it's random stuff, but I don't know. I mean, people are good at digging, so I don't put it past fans to do that, of like digging as far as they possibly can about something or whatnot. So, yeah.
I was just curious.
I don't know. I'm still a little confused, but that's what I think.
I mean, I feel like there's definitely information they probably did need to give out to people. So, but I mean, I don't.
Yeah.
But that's also part of building a relationship with the people, so they buy more stuff. So
sure,
they would just make money.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's all about making money, and not for the girls, as we've learned. So that's also the case.
Looking at you, Everglow.
Well, multiple groups. I mean, I'm sure it's not just them.
I don't know how that, well, I guess they have to be taking care of them somehow.
Well, I'm sure the company still pays for them to eat and do stuff
and like live.
Lives them, but as part of that expense, they don't get any money.
Right, they're not getting it. That sucks. Being an idol will be the worst job
Although,
ever.
honestly, if someone's like, hey, we're going to give you food, a practice space, a place to live, and you just got to go do your job, I'd be like, all right, I do that.
I don't know.
It's way better than having bills.
I think getting to a certain point, like, aren't we selling some albums? Which I guess we're kind of running into that now. But
instead of having like to worry about where your food's coming from, or if you're gonna have money to pay your light bill or anything, it's just kind of like, all right, sick. I'll show up and go do whatever I'm doing. Thanks.
Yeah, until you don't.
Which is true,
then
but
you
I
got
mean,
nothing.
but I mean, how long have they been a group for?
I don't know.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
At least since 2020.
Yeah. And also it's a thing where it's like, well, I feel like this wasn't sprung on you, right? Like you had to have kind of known, I hope, of like when you talked before you even did any of this. Or like, hey, this is how it's going to work.
I don't want to sound like bad or like negative, but after dealing with people at the courthouse and like all the random bullshit they talk about all the time.
Yeah.
Whoever signed their contract for them, regardless if it was them or their parents or whatever, they definitely knew the rules and terms of agreements.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Especially with Luna. Like, you knew what you were doing.
Yes.
It's just at the time, it sounded like a good idea.
Yeah.
And then what do you know? It wasn't. But,
yeah.
I mean, that's...
No,
Somebody read it. It's not like they just randomly put it in there, because if they did, they wouldn't be able to go to court and uphold it in court at all.
Right, exactly. No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying. Like, that's what I agree on that, too. It's like, it wasn't just like some little IM12 piece of paper with a $20 bill. And they're like, yep, I'm signed up for this. And then like, oh, by the way, you're not getting paid for 6 years. Like, I'm sure that was like, this is how the money works.
We don't see the contracts. We haven't seen them, but I'm more than sure that there is something in there that regulated what the payments are.
And I will say, hand up, it always is like a pet peeve of mine when you try and people think that they know or don't know, but it is like a contract. So I feel like it would be stated. That's all I'm going to say. Like,
that's like any, yeah, it's like, I mean, that's like any contract, legally binding contract at all. It's
like you think the rules would be stated in there.
Yeah, I don't know.
And if not, then have fun in court, whatever you're going to do. But
that should be an easy win for you if they've really been extorting
exactly
this kind of money.
And then you're doing it for that long, and just now it's like, or a year ago.
Just now came up?
Yeah, that's what I'm like. I don't know. But I don't know. I feel like that job would absolutely suck. I would hate to be, I would not want to do that type of job at all.
I've seen a couple old idols that have like retired or don't really do anything in Jesse, who said in interviews that if they had to go choose the lifestyle of being an idol or doing like Korean music again, if they knew everything they knew about it now, they absolutely would not do it.
Yeah. Seems really, really difficult.
So, I mean...
It seems really difficult.
Oh, it's definitely not... Oh, it's got to be one of the hardest things in the entire world. Like, we already know they run on very little sleep.
Yeah, they always got to wake up early. That was my number one thing. I'm like,
it's like they run on like very few calories they intake, especially during promotions.
Yeah.
And they just practice nonstop. I mean, that's definitely harder than my like 8 to 4 or 5 job that I work every day.
Yeah.
You know?
No weekends. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm glad they do it, but I would never want to be in those shoes.
No, same. Maybe if I was younger and dumber.
Yeah.
But
makes me think of Brett wanting to be a Jabberwocky.
Yeah. Brett could have been a Jabberwocky. Thinks
Hell no.
But yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think about parasocial relationships and K-pop and all the stuff they do to try to basically trick people into buying their product?
I think it definitely works. I'll say that. And I think if you understand or are healthy about it, it can be fun. But just don't.
That's the key.
Don't crank it to 11. Don't crank it to 11, because then you ruin it for all of us.
That's the key. We need to get someone on here for this episode that's really just a super crazy fan. Like,
yeah, I'm trying to talk to the most delusional person of all time. Like the guy who thought he was dating Katy Perry.
I mean, there's definitely people out there.
Oh, I'm sure.
Because it's just like how you're wired. I mean, sure, live your life.
I always just wish,
live your truth. I don't care.
I just want to have an idol on here and be like, have you ever just like really hated one of your fans? Like, I've like been like, gosh, that person's back. I don't like them at all.
Oh, I guarantee
that has to happen, right?
There's people that come to my work all the time that I see all the time. I'm just like, I hate this person.
Exactly. Them. Yeah, and it's just,
and I have to deal with them for like 10 seconds.
Or they're just like in their head. They're like, gosh, dang it, they're back.
I was hoping I wouldn't see them.
Why are they at another stop?
AK us. They hate us.
I know. 2 stops is okay.
It's alright. I'm giving you guys a lot of money. It's fine.
I always wondered. I would just ask like questions like that. But like, are you ever just fed up? Do you ever just not want to do it?
Well, we know for a fact Hyunbin didn't.
Hyunbin didn't want to, and there was no catch. She just didn't want to do it.
I don't know.
Oh man,
this is a fun off the beaten path.
Actually, these are my favorite type of episodes when we just like talk about random stuff and go.
I was also thinking
it's
we watch a lot of videos and like learn about random stuff lately. We haven't actually had just like podcasts.
Yeah,
where we're just like
these are my favorite ones. These are my favorite ones we do. Like watching videos is cool too, but I always like when we just like, especially like random Reddit stuff. Like I always just like the talking. It's fun.
Well, Reddit's the best for coming up with these things. Because let me tell you, if you're talking about parasocial relationships,
it certainly is. I need to go find that and read some of it. That's actually like a Reddit post that sounds pretty interesting.
Go to Reddit and check that out.
How'd you do in your paper?
Yeah, let us know what you guys think about that kind of stuff. Because I mean, everyone has their own opinions. Like I said, if you're questioning if you have a parasocial relationship that's unhealthy, you probably do.
You do.
That's all I'm saying.
Yep, you do.
I'm not judging you. I'm just saying.
Huh.
That's probably you.
That's funny.
I mean,
it's like funny. I'm just like, huh. You know, I look at my phone background. I get in my car and see the photos in there. I go home. I go to my office. I'm like, huh. I guess I really like this stuff.
Maybe I am me. I am who I
am
thought I
me.
was.
I am her.
Well, you know what? On that topic, let's see. Idol of the week.
Oh, shoot. I forgot we had to do that. I don't know why. We do it every freaking time.
You know what? We're talking about parasocial relationships. I'm just going to say Dosi from Purple Kiss.
Yeah, I'm saying Yuki.
That's
my number one parasocial relationship is Yuki.
Crap ton of Dosi stuff over here.
Yeah,
just chilling.
Literally staring at us. I'm gonna say Yuki from Purple Kiss. Keep my family together.
You know what's really funny, speaking of that, is that in all the times that I had her as like my favorite idol, I've never had her as like a background on my phone or anything.
Really?
I always have like just a generic background on my phone. Well, yeah. I used to. But yeah, I've never really had like idols or anything as backgrounds on my phone. There's some that I've sent you that would have made sick backgrounds.
Yeah.
But I never like made them the background on my phone. It was just always
who is mine?
Just like a generic.
I don't change mine because mine was me and Young and from K. Oh yeah, it was a picture of Ruka from. It's usually like a photo I took at a show.
I mean, that's fair.
Will be mine, but it's like of Ruka from Baemon. So that's but it also made a cool gradient in the background, and that's half the battle.
But yeah, Dosi can be my idol of the week. It's been a while since she's been my idol of the week, actually.
Yeah, I'll pick Yuki. Come back, guys. September's coming up soon.
I got a lot of expensive stuff from you over here, so.
No joke.
That's
my thing. Always the little name on the thing that like always comes off there.
My adhesive must be wearing off. I don't even.
I know. I had something too, and then it like kept. I think I put like tape on it, and it still came off.
I don't really know how to get it to stay there.
It's just part of the charm.
Yeah, fun.
Yeah, good episode. Really fun. I like that one.
Episode. I don't actually know if we answered any of the questions correctly.
Yeah, I know. I was like, well, I don't know the context, so too.
But you guys can take out of it what you want to take out of it.
The best way. Well, 1, 1, 1, 2. Purple Kiss 4. There you go. Go
5.
Go with that.
I'm waiting for him to come home any day right now.
That average does not make any sense at all.
Like I said, I don't really know if we really answered the questions how I expected us to, or wanted to, but I also don't know what I was expecting. So
yeah, there's
also that. But no, fun episode. Let us know what you guys think. Let us know which idol you're in a fake relationship with. And we'll talk to you next week with something else random, probably.
Love you guys. Peace.
Bye.
Adult swim. Dive in. Adult swim. Turn it up. Adult swim. Dive in. Adult swim. Turn it up.